morning. Good morning on this really rainy, stormy morning. Welcome back to some more Magic the Gathering Modern, playing some mono green Stompy, this mono green Stompy build that I kind of shambled together using a couple different lists and a Hardened Scales engine. It's pretty simple. It's a very cheap deck to build. I think Veil of Summer is the most expensive card. Maybe the Great Henge. But yeah, it's a pretty cheap deck. I guess Nurturing Peatland would be. So the idea is to play a bunch of big creatures. Our mana base is simple: a bunch of forests, couple Nurturing Peatlands. Nurturing Peatlands is just some draw power. That's really all it's there for. If Experiment 1, Evolve, remove 2+1/+1 counters from Experiment 1, regenerate it. Evolve is if a critter enters the battlefield bigger than it, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Hardened Scales, if one or more +1/+1 counters we put on a creature you control, that many +1/+1 counters are put on it instead. So, everything in this deck basically gets a +1/+1 counters. Everything grows. Everything gets bigger. Pelt Collector, when another creature enters the battlefield or dies, if that creature's power is greater than Pelt Collector, it gets +1/+1 counter. As long as it has 3 or more counters, it has Trample, so it can grow. It's our champion of the parish of the deck. Snakeskin Veil, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control against hexproof to end a turn. So it's a protection spell. Scavenging Ooze, we can exile a card from the graveyard if it's a creature, gets +1/+1 counter and I gain a life. A little bit of life gain, a little bit of graveyard disruption main deck. Avatar the Resolute, reach and trample, enters battlefield with +1/+1 counter for each other creature with a +1/+1 counter, so it's a 2-drop that can be huge. Barkhide Troll, enters battlefield with +1/+1 counter, remove a +1/+1 counter, gains hexproof until end of turn, so it can protect itself. Strangleroot Geist has haste and undying, and let me just verify myself a little bit more with how undying works. Okay, so when it dies, it returns to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter. So that's what happens. Unfortunately, if it has a +1/+1 counter and it dies, it stays dead. But the idea is to dump it onto the battlefield, let it die, come back bigger with Hardened Scales. That's the idea. Don't know how intuitive that will be. Then we have Rhonas the Indomitable, can attack less control creatures, power 4 or more, deathless and indestructible, gains +2/+0 until end of turn, and trample. Just a big dude for 3 mana. Nissa voices Zendikar, create a planet creature, gets +1/+1 counter to everything. And if we max her out, you gain X life, draw X cards, or X is the number of lanes you control. Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig, enters battlefield with 4 +1/+1 counters. So it could be a big guy for 3 mana. Whenever another creature, green creature enters the battlefield and control +1/+1 counter on Yorvo, then if that creature's power is greater than Yorvo's, put another one. So it can get really big. The Great Henge, spell costs X less, where X is the greatest power control, so it can be cheaper. Adds 2 mana to our mana pool and we gain 2 life. And whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw. Last but not least on the main deck is Ghalta, the fun card. The 12/12 trampler critter. The spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. So potentially 2, 3, 4 drop for 12/12. Pretty good, hopefully. Sideboard, we have Nature's Claim for some artifact hate, enchantment hate, Veil of Summer for control decks or black decks, lets us draw cards. No, it's not, right? Spells you control can be countered this turn. You gain, in your permanence gain hexproof from blue and black to end of turn. Draw a card, yeah. So, good card. Wither Storm for whatchamacallits. Burn. Choke to be annoying to islands. Relic for graveyard hate. And Sorcerous Spyglass. As Sorcerous Spyglass enters the battlefield, look at an opponent's hand, then choose any card name. Activated abilities or of sources with the chosen card name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. So this would be really good against Hammer Time, because I do believe is equipment, equip, and Activated ability. Yes, so we could shut down Hammer Time, good against Titan Prime Time. So I think it's good against Prime Time. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's an activated ability, right? Enters the battlefield. Is EBT triggers an activated ability. But we could also no, okay. So probably wouldn't stop prime time, but probably shut down some planeswalkers and stuff with it. So let's just jump into some games. I'm not gonna run this through a league. I don't think this deck's gonna do very well, but I'm hoping it's fun. That's all I really care about right now. I'm hoping it's fun. I'm hoping it's something fun to play. Make sure he had no conditions. Up on the board there. I would like to go first. 2 land. Pelt Collector. Experiment 1. Scavenging Ooze. This isn't a bad hand. When another creature in the battlefield or dies, if that creature's power is greater than Pelt Collector's. I think Evolve would evolve off of Pelt Collector. Let me look. Creature in the battlefield and control if that power is greater than. So no. It's like, do I want to lead on Experiment 1 or Pelt Collector here? Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially 6. And a 4-drop, 7. Yeah, it's like, is it Pelt Collector or Experiment 1 here? I'm going Pelt Collector. It's a cooler card. I think it really could be up in the air of which one to play. Because we could go Experiment 1 next turn and Snakeskin Veil for protection, and then Scavenging Ooze. I would actually like to draw another land. By any chance. Reading Pool untapped. Birds of Paradise, sure. Not sure what our opponent's doing yet. Strangleroot Geist. Not awful. We can go Experiment 1. Strangleroot Geist next turn. Get in there for 1. I would love to draw a land next turn. I don't know if I want Strangleroot Geist or Ooze. Probably Strangleroot Geist, because if he kills it, it just gets bigger. And it grows everything else. So yeah, probably Strangleroot Geist. Cavern of Souls with Birds of Paradise. What are you going to choose? Core? I'm interested in what this dude's going on. That's another thing. I kind of like playing the Qs better. Oh boy. Well, Pelt Collector's not going to grow next turn, but we saved it. That's the important part. Good land. Alright, do I want a Strangleroot Geist here, or do I want a Scavenging Ooze? Probably Geist, right? I don't want to attack. I don't want to trade one of these guys with Skyclave, so I'm just going to send the root in. Block it. Block it. Boo. Another Skyclave apparition. Oh, Mistcutter Hydra. Interesting. I'm interested in this dude's deck. Seems cool. Two, four, six. Ghalta. The 4-drop right now. No, 6-drop. I guess we just play double Geist because if they want to chump one of them. Again, it helps us out if they chump it. Sure. Awesome. That worked out swimmingly. That worked out exactly like I wanted it to. Alright, Strangleroot Geist's little thingies coming in play here of how I was wanting him to work, so. Yeah, I hear you, Buppy. I hear you. Please don't hit my hot coffee. Lim. Stop. You almost hit my coffee on my hand. Would have went all over you and probably the keyboard. Another one. Alright, that time he's going to get my Pelt Collector. Wicked annoying. The one thing about this deck that I don't think works very well, this dude's deck is so strange, is the fact that there's no like removal or interaction. It's all based around it's all based around it's all based around just having bigger creatures. The 2, 4, 6, 10. No, 12. The Ghalta's a 2-drop next turn. Doing this so I can grow the Pelt Collector. Sure. Grows the Pelt Collector. Next turn we drop Ghalta, and then we can like get rid of Peatland. The following turn, depending on what we draw. If we draw a land, we can just pay land. Yeah, this is a weird. His deck's so weird. Like he has Cavern Souls, but chooses Core. But there's Hydra and a bird on the field. I don't know. Strange. Okay. See what this card finally does. I don't understand how this card works. Search your library. He gets a Stone Forge. This dude's deck is just so weird. Grabs a Batter Skull. Okay. This dude's deck. I swear, man. I don't get it. Oh, Yorvo. It's a really good draw. Yorvo's too good of a draw. Ghalta's gonna have to wait a turn. We attack with basically everything. Got to make some bad chumps. We have 4-8. We have enough for Ghalta next turn anyway. Let's attack with everybody except for the Ooze. I mean, if Strangleroot Geist dies, that sucks, but it trades with everything of his. And we would also get a Pelt Collector token. Yeah, so we'll still have 12 power in play, so Ghalta will still be a 2-drop next turn. That's Trample. If you're gonna block one, Experiment one, be the one to block. You can't do this. I don't think this deck's probably very good. I think it's pretty slow. It feels very slow anyway. He's going to play Batterskull next turn, more than likely. He has Batterskull and 1 card in hand. If he was smart, he'll keep up Stone Forge and do it in blocks. Okay, he's equipping Sword of the Meek. Make a 4/5, sure. He attacks, I'm not blocking it. I didn't think so. 4/5 is bigger than all of our stuff for a second. Probably not bigger than this. This is why this dumb shit's fun, man. Yep. I'm going to attack with this Scavenging Ooze. Because we can eat 2 of his critters. I mean, he has to block everything but the Ooze. Blocks here, so no trample goes through. You don't have trample, right? Oh yeah, Batterskull. Even then, though. Batterskull gains him 4 life, but doesn't really do much of anything else. He should have went to blocks first. Put Stoneforge in front of something, and then done this. I'm assuming he's going to go Birds, Batterskull. Oh. That has trample. Do I want to eat some of his stuff? Hold on, let me read stuff. Alright. Sure. Alright, trample. Trample's a thing. So, Sorcerous Spyglass doesn't seem that bad. Sorcerous Spyglass seems like the only thing we have to really do with him. Maybe he's Nature's Claim, but I don't know if I care that much. Their artifacts we saw is not really that, like, scary. The Skyclave Apparition is the more annoying part. Ooze is probably not the best in this matchup. Unlike that, I don't know. I guess Ooze could eat the Sword of the Meek, right? I have no idea what this dude's doing, though. It's kind of like I said, like I kind of like playing these individual queues because of the weird jank you run into. This is not a good hand. One extra land, it would be pretty good. Triple land hand into Yorvo seems good. Yorvo would be a 4/4, so I make that a 3-drop. Make it a 5-drop. Keep and probably bottom the Great Henge. I don't know how good the Great Henge is going to be. Like, if it's actually, like, worth playing or not. I see in a lot of the mono green Stompy decks, and I'm just like, maybe it's good? I don't know. Maybe. For some reason, he's a lot more afraid of Pelt Collector than Experiment 1. Gonna have a bunch of mana next turn, though. What would be really awesome is top deck Hardened Scales next turn. And then Hardened Scales Experiment 1. Sure. It's all the mana in the world. Sure. I don't understand what this dude's doing. I don't understand what this guy's deck is. He plays Ensnaring Bridge. But then, like, every critter I see him have was big. So I don't understand. I legitimately do not understand what this dude's doing. I mean, that's going to stop Ghalta. I don't know. I don't know. This dude's deck is so bizarre to me. It really is. Like, did he just make a deck of all the best cards in Modern? It's actually a really good call of not playing Yorvo here and holding up Snakeskin, but I don't know. Sure. Some kind of big card here. Batterskull. Sure. We're bigger than... Okay, so this is just going to be a weird, like, wait and play game. I don't... This dude's deck. I don't want to yield through turn just because of Snakeskin Veil. We can't Snakeskin Veil, though, Nissa, which sucks. Because he could just Skyclave Apparition Nissa away. And that would be upsetting. I chose Spirit this time. Skyclave Apparition have, sure. I'm so confused on how this dude wins. I'm just going to try to get to 7 and Ultimate our Nissa, but I don't think so. I bet you here comes Core. I bet you, yep. Oh, that's annoying. It's annoying it takes Nissa, you know what I mean? They don't have flying. I don't understand how our opponent wins, though. I don't have a way to deal with Ensnaring Bridge. But I also don't know how they win. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand what their game plan is to win. They'd have to get rid of their own... I don't understand playing Ensnaring Bridge here. Like, at all. It hurts my brain. So I'm like, what's the point of Ensnaring Bridge in this deck? Gavany Township again? Sure. Your Batterskull's still significantly weaker than my Yorvo. Sure. I don't understand what our opponent's doing here. Like some kind of weird fling deck. All the forests. Like, does any of our guys do anything? I don't get this. Why? Like, yeah, you're getting big critters, but like, you have to have something that blows up Ensnaring Bridge, right? Great Henge would be cool right now. Kill that off the top. Well, there's one on the bottom, so there's only one. What? Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, you may search the library for a war card, put it... Okay. I don't know what this dude's deck is. I don't have a clue. Such a strange, bizarre deck. Thopter Foundry. So he's the Thopter Foundry deck. Why all this other stuff? The Nature's Claims come in. Although we could draw Sorcerers. I was gonna say we can draw Sorcerous Spyglass and shut down Thopter's Foundry immediately. So there's that. So yeah, if we go to game 3, which seems likely, we bring in all the nature's claims. I don't really see how we win through Snaring Bridge. Okay. Sure. If he blows up... Oh, that's how. Gotcha. That's how he does it. Alright, well you screwed yourself on that one. Sure. Maybe he didn't. 1919? Alright. 1919. Have trample. Alright, you know what? We can just go to another game. He's run low on time. Alright, Veil of Summer comes in for sure. Not Veil of Summer. Nature's Claim. Go down Great Henge. Probably. Go down... Nissa. Try that. I would like to win. I mean, go first. I would like to win, too. Keep. Not the best hand. Pelt Collector into Strangleroot Geist is probably pretty good. And then Avatar the Resolute. This dude's a weird deck, though. Such a strange thing going on with this dude's deck. But yeah, we'll go Pelt Collector. And Strangleroot Geist. Hit him for 4 next turn. Nature's Claim is a pretty decent draw. Like I said, this is a deck that could probably be worked, you know? This is just something I threw together to try out. Oh, did he keep a one-lander? Okay. Sure. All the Snakeskin Veils. Hit him for 5. I mean, we got a good clock going here and some big critters. There's Thopter Foundry. And Sword of the Meek. They make 2 1/1s here. And he has a land for turn, sure. Land off the top, please, land. Thank you. Just do that right now. Dang it. Not what I wanted to do. Fine. Okay. Fine with that. Just play another avatar next turn. Let's hope he doesn't have another Thopter Foundry in hand. Just yield through turn. He's got something. Oh, Skyclave Origin. Probably takes Avatar. Takes Pelt Collector. Annoying. Yeah, this double Snakeskin's kind of annoying. There's a couple of draws that would be good draws. Here. And the Ooze. The Oozy boy. Sure. This deck's so bizarre. Four, six. Not quite. Maybe Strangleroot gets to come back and he's bigger. You can't eat him with Scavenging Ooze right now. Yeah, that's fine. I can sack Nurturing Peatland or Snakeskin Veil on their turn. What you got going on here, opponent? Hard to tell with this deck. That's an annoying card. Sure. Don't imagine he attacks. One on 5, 6, 5. It could be 8. That makes Ghalta a 4-drop. Not enough. Yorvo is not a bad draw. Not by any means. So we have enough for Ghalta next turn. I want to stick Ghalta and leave up Snakeskin Veil really bad. Oh, you got some stupid, don't you? Sure. All right, what you got, opponent? But you top deck something good, apparently. Husky. Spell can be counter indestructible. Attacks each combat if able. Whenever it deals combat. Okay, sure. So nothing that scary. If he wants to attack Batterskull, I'm not going to block. Which I imagine he will, right? Yep. I actually will block. I don't take the damage. Strangleroot Geist comes back bigger. Yeah, why not? Oh, because he eats it with Scavenging Ooze, stupid. Duh. Damn it. That was a punt, because now we can't play Ghalta next turn. Come on, brain. Now can we play Ghalta? I mean, we can, but we don't get to keep him for Snakeskin Veil. But I think we're in a position we just have to hope he doesn't rip Skyclave Apparition off the top. Right? That's the position we're in. We play Snakeskin Veil. Yorvo would get pumped too. Yorvo gets pumped twice. I hate to do it, but I think we just got to play Ghalta for 4. Here comes the Dinosaur. Wish I had Hexproof though. Yorvo's probably worth attacking with, right? Maybe not. I don't think so, because he can double block, return Batterskull to hand. Not yet. It's fade one turn, fade Skyclave. One turn. One turn, fade it. Because once we get on attack with Snakeskin Veil, I think we're pretty set. But what can you do? Okay, sure. Flying and Vigilance is annoying. Okay. Why don't you have reach? We're gonna lose Avatar, but we're gonna clean up their Celestial Colonnade, which is pretty good. They're gonna okay, equip Sword of the Meek. Sure. There's Hardened Scales late to the party as always. Sure. I was like, what can you even do? All right. They can't kill Ghalta. Go for it. Well, we got to, right? Sure. That's a... The 8. Yep. Ghalta has good old trample. Nice. That worked out really well for me. We get to leave up the other Snakeskin Veil. I think we're going to be able to wrap this one up. They're going to have a crazy top deck here. Sure. That doesn't do it. Untapped enchanted creature. You don't have an enchant. What? Oh, that one. Okay, I know. I see what he's doing. He's gonna keep doing this to bounce Batterskull back to hand and replay Batterskull. I see what you're doing. This is where something in paper would be a little nicer. Oh, they're just gonna equip Batterskull to that one. What? Well, why though? Now what are you doing? Equipping Sword of the Meek? Yeah, sure. Now what are you doing? I don't understand what you're doing now. Are you just trying to kill your timer? Or are you just showing me it's an unlimited mana trick? Because you, far as I know, have nothing to do with that mana, right? What are you doing? Sure. We're in this weird, like, hard lock now. Oh my god. You are so annoying. This dude's deck is so wickedly annoying. He can't tap one of my creatures down. He's just making a field of blockers. Yorvo, unfortunately, does not have trample. Sure. Draw land. Not what I wanted to see. Although Ghalta has trample. So... Four and 8 goes to him. The way I kill him, he gains 4, goes to 19, goes down to 11. This dude's just being annoying. I think if we drew anything else other than a forest, we'd probably had this game wrapped up now. Questing Beast, Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. Sure. Can they just kill us this turn? No. But he can gain... I'm done playing this dude. I really want... You know what? I'm just going to yield through turn. I don't care. This dude's deck is super annoying. It's interesting. Because it's just a lot of jank. It'd be fun if you draw Skyclave Apparition. Grabs another Sword of the Meek. We're dead next turn. I don't think we can do 16 damage to him, right? No, we can't. I'm done playing this dude. He's gonna time out anyway, so let's just move on. I think if we drew a creature instead of that land, I think we'd be fine. Honestly. Dude's deck was so weird. There was like just so much random shit in it. I would like to go first. I was like, please don't let me play that same dude again. No lands, a mulligan. It's just... I'm going to keep it, but my goodness, all the lands. Actually, I probably should have mulliganed again. I do like the idea of this deck, and like in my head, it's like, it should be good, right? You're playing all these big critters for pretty cheap, but not the best so far. Oh wait, it's my turn. Oops. I hate playing Avatar for no value though. I'll probably actually just hold Avatar. Jeskai Control probably. Oh, that was a good draw. Gives me something to do on turn 2. I don't know, this is a deck that there's so much you can do in the mono green field that it's like, you know what I mean? You can kind of start like really changing things around. Really, there's a lot of customized options. I went with a Hardened Scales kind of build, and not entirely that's fine. I have a lot of 1-drops, but not as many as you would think. I was like, watch me just draw nothing but. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you can do with this deck. And like I said, I don't think mine's probably an optimal build. It was just something I pieced together that seemed fun. It felt like it had some good, you know, counter synergy. I went with that route. Prismatic Ending. Oh, screw off. You suck. Let me have fun things. Now I'll draw nothing but 1-drops from here on out. Something good. Another freaking forest. I might just have to play Avatar for no value. Sucks. Just have all the lands. 20 card. 7 lands in our top 10 cards. Good shuffling deck. Good shuffle. I'd like for Chalice to go away. Sure. Another prismatic ending. Yeah, oof. How did I call that? Hey. Another Yorvo, though. Yorvo's really good. That's like one of the best green cards I've seen in a while. Especially if you're going to play a mono green deck. Just gets super big. Just whenever you cast or whenever it enters the battlefield under your control. So you could really make him big in like a tokeny kind of deck. That's cool. I was like, Supreme Verdict? By Yorvo. More than likely, right? Yep. Oh, we'll be drawing it again some point in our life. Hill to Fairy. Barkhide Troll was actually a pretty good draw. Kill Teferi. Too bad it doesn't trample over to him. Get rid of Teferi and Barkhide. Potentially has hexproof, so that's pretty good. Barkhide's a good card too. Funny enough, I don't know how good Avatar is in this build. Oh, what's up, Cooper? I didn't. Why is my raid thing? Why is my raid notification not going off? I do not understand that. Super annoying. I've tried too. I've tried to do like everything I can to get it to actually pop up. Hey, we got there. Yeah, let's go green Stompy. It should be in the yeah, Stream Decker. I was like, it should be up on Stream Decker. How did you end up going 5-0? You were, I believe, 4-0 or 3-0 in the 4th match when I started streaming. Choke seems fun against them, and so does Veil of Summer. Let's go down the Ooze. Go down the Nissas. Great Henge is probably going to be pretty good against them. Lost last match 2-1. Good games, but I was under a lot of pressure from the clock. What'd you play against? So you went at 4-1 though overall. Still really good. Sagavan. Sagavan. What's Sagavan? Sagaragavan deck, I would imagine. Like a hammer, I would assume. What's the last 2 cards we want to cut? John Ragavan was okay. I've seen that deck floating around. I've just not heard it referred to as Sagavan. I like that phrase though, Sagavan. Oh, what do we cut? Probably Ghalta. No, Ghalta probably fades a lot of their removal, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what we cut here. Ah, crap. Let's go down 2 avatars. Let's try it like that, maybe. I don't know. Just being annoying bringing the chokes in. I just hope it's funny. Yeah, this is a mono green Stompy Hardened Scales build that I put together using a couple different lists. It's very, very budget friendly. But I thought it'd be fun. I mainly wanted to put it together specifically to cast Ghalta. And I got to cast him a few times last game. So pretty pretty fun in a sense. One land, one extra land, and I would totally keep this hand. I think this is a mulligan. Oh my goodness. I remember people were very excited about the big green dino when it was spoiled. I know I was. I got a buddy who's got it, who plays it in his Eldrazi deck. Has to be a mulligan, right? Alright, this is a keeper as for right now. A lot of good here, though. We got to bottom two of them. I want to keep Hardened Scales. So I'd probably have to ditch Yorvo and Rhonas. Or I can ditch Strangleroot Geist and Rhonas. Rhonas is probably going. Rhonas can go. Now it's just between... Yorvo is just probably too slow with the hand we've got, and if we don't draw another land. Everything in our hand right now, we can cast stuff, so we might as well just keep it. Of course, we draw the land to prove me wrong. Stick down Hardened Scales, attempting. Yeah, Ghalta is pretty good. The first game, you have to watch it back. It was a crazy deck. It had like Thopter Foundry in it. It had the Batterskull Stoneforge package. It had Skyclave Apparitions. It had like some mana ramps, Gavany Township, and Snaring Bridge. It was such a weird deck. That's annoying. It was such a weird, bizarre deck. We lost to it. We went 1-2 against it, but of course we draw Veil of Summer. I'd say now we're going to draw all of our 1-drops here. Although choke next turn would be hilarious. Let them tap down and then we just choke them. That would be so funny. Barkhide. Let's get in with Strangleroot. And then we will attempt Barkhide. Barkhide, really, Brain? Yep, counterspell. Wait, what? Okay. Put on the bottom because we can't use it. Weird card. Was not expecting. Playing just all the weird decks. Oh, Chalice of the Void. Super annoying. Wait, what was that? Okay. Brings to hand. Each creature in the card starting deck is a cat creature. Okay. Do we get to have Barkhide for another turn? We're just gonna draw all the 1-drops now, aren't we? It's only game 2 though. We are up a game. Ugh, Solitude. Don't you ephemerate that? Well, you can't ephemerate it. Like half tempted to try to Veil of Summer. Spells you can't control can be. I mean, it just gets countered by Chalice, I know, but it'd be funny. Oh, that's right. He didn't target Barkhide. Barkhide can save itself. I forget sometimes. I forget how to play Magic sometimes. For those of you watching from Cooper, I guess I should say that welcome over here. Cooper's rated me a bunch, and I really appreciate it. It's helped my Twitch out quite a bit. Tuesdays and Fridays, I play Magic the Gathering. Tuesdays, I play Pauper, and Fridays, I play Modern. Typically, I do not do leagues for right now because I'm trying to buy cards and stuff, but I will eventually transition into leagues. I've also looked into deck rental. If I do deck rental, I'll move into leagues as well. Just a matter of monetary. Oh, just draw all the 1-drops. Oh boy. It's just a matter of monetary situations. But on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, let me see what my opponent's doing here. Sure. I play through a lot of different games. I've been going through Super Mario Odyssey on Mondays, typically trying to 100% it. I've just played through Far Cry 5 as my 16th game I've played through on stream. Boo. Boo you. Gonna do more and more. Oh, and just land. Oh, Chalice. As a 8-rack player, Chalice is the vein of my existence. Because that's like .1, the 1-drop deck. Not a 1-drop. Rhonas is not a 1-drop, but it is super countered, right? Like, no way it's not countered here. But I also play through a lot of different video games. Going to be playing some different stuff coming up in the future. Like Monday, me and my wife are going to play Untitled Goose Game together. And then I'm going to start Doki Doki Literary Adventure, I think. Literary Club, I think, is what I'm going to start next week. So yeah, just if you want to follow and get notifications, whatnot, to see what I'm doing. It's free. Helps me out a lot. And you don't even have to watch. But, yep, so. Oh. I literally have all the good cards in my deck in my hand, and I can't play them because of Chalice. I can't even bring, like, art, oh. Oh. Who would have thought Chalice would be good? Untitled Goose Game, honk. Yeah, I had a buddy come down. We're dead now, right? Like, we can't get underneath this Teferi. I'm going to play it out because this is a new deck I'm piloting. So I just want to see play lines. So I am going to play this out. But I had a buddy come over one time, bring Untitled Goose Game, and we just had such a blast that I was like, I need to buy this game. Yep. Yeah, it was awesome what we played. We played like 4 stages of it. I don't know how long it is. I know it's a shorter game, but we just had a blast playing it. It was just so much fun. I picked it up for the Switch over the weekend. Not weekend, last weekend, not this weekend. Double Spreading Seas turning me off a triple green, which is annoying. Triple Spreading Seas? Now we don't win, right? Holy crap. I don't think we have much plays. We're back in the game, baby. Get that double forest going. Oh, I got you here, Cooper. I saw your show and tell that you were showing it. It was a comic book, I believe. Your uncle did the artwork to it? Intrigued. I kind of heard. I wasn't at the computer when you were talking about it. I was dealing with my dog, so I didn't really get like a look or anything at it. We're back to triple green. We are totally in this game. But I was a little bit more interested. Some promotional poster from Uncle did for Nortel. What is Nortel? To the Googles. Okay, it's a telecom company. Uncle's done a lot of comics. What's he done? Curious. And worked with Nickelodeon. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, what's some of his work? I'm curious. I got a friend of mine whose cousin, I believe cousin. I don't know the relation to be 100% sure with you, but he's done a lot of work comic-wise for The Simpsons and Futurama and stuff. The comics, not like the show, but for the comics. Pelt Collector. Get in there, baby. Oh, Chalice. Okay, we're dead here. Let's just we're just drowning. So let's just move on to game number 2. I think we keep what we got though. Yeah, what's some of the work though your uncle's done? Yeah, I've never met the guy either though, but my friend's got several comics and stuff signed from him. He said he'll bring them to like family reunions to get signed. Let's have a good 7. Good 7. That's actually a good 7. I'm gonna keep it. It's not a bad 7, I guess I should say. It's not a perfect 7. There's almost an argument to like change this deck around. Yorvo has been stupid good. So to have like some kind of mana dork to put Yorvo in turn 2. Because like a turn 2 Yorvo seems like pretty absurdly unbeatable. I wouldn't say unbeatable, but pretty absurd. I also really want to build a general various work deck. Or just seemed awesome from the moment I seen it. Well, he's tapped down, so Yorvo's coming down. Hey, Samtech. Welcome to the stream. Playing a mono green Stompy build. Not doing super hot with it, but you know, it is what it is. Trying it out. Well, good news is he can't but spreading seizing our stuff here. That's kind of annoying. What kind of comics are you into, Cooper? Oh yeah, Yorvo's big, baby. Get in there. Bring that hammer down. Flooded Strand. Get Plains. We do have Snakeskin Veil. Come on, you know you want a prismatic ending here. Supreme Verdict. Boo. Boo. We'll cycle this one, Peatland. Something good. Choke is hilarious. Choke. Get choked. Oh, please no Pact of Negation. Or Force of Negation, I mean. Oh, get choked. Yes. That's hilarious. Sorry, I was just looking up some of Dave's titles. He's on a lot of Unground stuff. Start. Dan and Larry, Pip Norton, Suckle, Crump, Weasel. Yeah, get choked. What's up, Alisar? Alisar Rider, nice. I'm actually gonna build the Jun Wildfire deck for Pauper. What is Crumple? Whoa. I like the art on this a lot. It's very Invader Zim-ish. Invader Zim meets oh, what was that show Cartoon Network had where it was like heaven and not heaven and hell, like the world and hell lived, like demons and stuff all lived together. Oh, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of that show. Like his roommate or friend or whatever was a zombie. Oh, for the life of me, I can't remember. I can't remember what that is now. I do like the artwork on that though a lot. He did Pig, Goat, Banana, Cricket. These titles. Oh, that's very like Ren and Stimpy-ish. Oh, that's for Nickelodeon. Here. Prismatic ending or choke. Boo. Boo you. You're no fun. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the art on that. I'm actually gonna pull back up Crumble, right? No, that's not it. Crumple. Yeah, see what I mean? There was a cartoon, not a Cartoon Network. Ugly Americans. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking of. Thank you. I actually used to really like that show. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Oh, that's right. I wanted to cycle Peatland on our end step. Well, let's just do it now. Something good. Oh, we're on our battle step. Yes, Ugly Americans is 100% what I was thinking of. Thank you. That was going to drive me nuts till I figured it out. Barkhide is a card. We played a land for turn 2. Oh, wait, we're on their turn. Right? Am I on their turn? Yeah. Oh, another choke. Oh, we tapped down our own, but it's totally worth it. Get choked. You're asking what comments I like. Big fan of The Walking Dead, Lock and Key. I've heard of Lock and Key. Walking Dead, I read all the way up until... I wish I knew what chapter that was. But it was like right after Negan. Bone. Yeah, I added Bone to my watch list after you talked about it because it looked really cool and it sounded really cool. I had seen it floating around before, but I never looked much into it. Walking Dead, I read all the way up until it was like a couple issues after Negan. Um, there's a couple issues after Negan was the last time I read Walking Dead, and then the show I'm struggling to get through. Struggling to get through this it's actually probably worth Snakeskin Veiling here just to get the extra damage in. I'm having a hard time getting through season 8. Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Oh well. Invincible. I watched the show. The show was awesome. My cousin's been reading Invincible. He said it was really good. Sandman I've heard about. Why the Last Man? I have not heard that one. Let me look that one up. Sure. Is this a show? They made a show of this, didn't they? Yep, FX. Okay, so I've seen the poster for the show. That's what as soon as I looked it up, I was like, wait a minute, this seems familiar. So, yeah, I've seen the poster. But yeah, I would definitely recommend Ice Cream Man. It's a horror anthology that bad draw. My cousin got me into. It's only 5 issues. It was put out by Image. But it's a horror anthology, as in like every chapter is a different story, but it's all through like the same universe. So you actually see characters from other stories like in the background of things, and it's really cool. And then actually, I haven't read it yet, but my cousin for my birthday got me Joe Hill, which is Stephen King's son. Basket Full of Heads. I've not read it yet, but it looks really cool. I don't really know what it's about either, but it looks cool. Teferi is going to be annoying. Probably going to bounce choke. Be my guess. Is that a good one? Have you read it? No, bounces Barkhide Troll. Sure. But I thought I guess he could use Teferi to untap stuff. So I guess that makes sense. Not a land. Yorvo is not a land. He wrote Lock and Key. Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't know he wrote that. Like I said, I've heard of Lock and Key, but I didn't know he wrote it. Yeah, I haven't read it yet, so I'll have to let you know how it is. I've actually been going through the 3 or 4 Why Not Hexproof Troll because I wasn't paying attention. Volume 3. I was like, I couldn't remember if I'm on 3 or 4. I have 1 through 4. I don't have 5 yet of Ice Cream Man. Yeah, the troll, that was a misplay for sure. I was not thinking and did not play very well. So, that was me. I'm distracting with comic talk. Yeah, you are. Honestly, I would rather have like fun conversations than I would actually play optimally, which is probably not a good thing to do, but you know what I mean? But no, you're right. I should have. Should have 100%. Pelt Collector. Throw it down. 1, 2. So, gonna find something here. Counterspell? Sure. Let's kill Teferi. He has 4 mana. I have a lot of mana next turn. Oh, it's like, do we kill Teferi or just attack him? I'm just gonna attack him. We could possibly kill Teferi next turn. We know next turn's Barkhide Troll. Yeah, I don't know. I was torn on that one. Maybe you're right. You're probably right. Yes, you're right. I should have killed Teferi then. Choke has been fun, though. No, yeah, Teferi should have died. 4/4 for 2 mana, though, is pretty good. Unless they just counterspell it. Man, he was so quick for the counterspell on that. He got so excited. Alright, now we're in trouble. What was that? Wait, what? How did he bring that to... No, he didn't bring that to hand. I don't know what happened there. What you got? Prismatic Ending or choke again. Our friend's not into choking, unfortunately. Another Barkhide. He's probably just gonna have counter for days now. Yep. Third counter spell. Well, I don't think we win this one, my friends. Like I said, I don't know how good this deck is actually going to be. Like I said, it's something I pieced together. I just thought it looked like it could be fun. And it is fun to play. There's something that's just really fun about playing big old dummy creatures and attacking. Chalice on 1 is annoying. Drawing a forest is more annoying. I'm pretty sure we're dead here. I'm very positive. We should have killed the Teferi. That was a punt. Also, drawing 2 lands in a row is pretty punting too. We have not got skunked yet. We've not gone 0-2. We've at least gone 1-2 against every match we've played, so that's pretty good. I think if I would have hexproofed the first Barkhide Troll and then killed Teferi, those are 2 big... 4th counterspell? Holy smokes, he has them all. I think we could have probably won this game. But I'm not perfect. I'm not even that good. I'm just trying to have fun and cast dinosaurs. Oh, Pelt Collector's not doing anything. If he ults to Fairy here, I think I'm just going to scoop. Because we can't win from a... Yeah, okay. GG's, opponent. Oh. GG's. Moving on to game 3. Coop, are you into like any kind of manga, Cooper? This is a good hand besides the 1 lander. We on the play? Yes. Oh. We'll get punished, right? I always get punished for keeping 1 land hands. I'm gonna mulligan it. Keep this. Bottom. Nope. Bottom 1 of the forests. Let's keep the big old dino just to be a just so we can maybe play it in the future. It's been a while since I paid attention to new stuff, Hellsing and Berserk. Hunter x Hunter. I don't know if you're a fan of horror. But if you're a fan of horror, I'm a huge fan of Junji Ito, right? I'm probably pronouncing names wrong now. Yeah, Junji Ito. I always, with like foreign names, always second guess myself. Well, it's not foreign to him, but to me. Junji Ito, yeah, is my favorite like artist. Like Uzumaki, Goyo, stuff like that. So if you're into horror, I would super recommend his stuff. I've not read one thing from him that I've not liked. Okay. The Spiral is amazing. Um yeah, Uzumaki's really good. I actually found the movie to the Uzumaki not too long ago. So I'm really excited to check it out. It looks cool. It's got some trippy artwork on it. Hold on, I'll grab it. I'm a huge movie nerd. That's what everything behind me is, movies. Um, yeah, I found the DVD to Uzumaki, or the Spiral. Looks awesome. I can't wait to check it out. So that was a really cool find. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it. I just haven't yet. Please don't kill my Pelt Collector. I want to do shenanigans. Oh, I'm not doing shenanigans. You suck. Yorvo off the top would be nice. Or just another Pelt Collector, sure. Make a lot of big guys. Oh yeah, that's right. For some reason, I was under the impression that Avatar would get a counter off of Pelt Collector getting a counter, but I guess I didn't think that right. His deck or mine? Because his deck seems interesting. I built a modern opponent. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, the balance deck. Okay, no, I know what you're talking about now. Gotta remember what that card does. Who would have thought if you Googled balance without putting MTG next to it, you will not get the card. Each player chooses a number of lands he or she controls equal to the number of lands controlled by the player who controls the fewest, then sacrifice the rest. But yeah, probably. Yep. Restore balance. Oh, it's restore balance. Oh, I guess that was what I was reading. Well. Well, that probably won then the game, right? Yeah, because original balance isn't very balanced. Hey, yeah, it does the same thing. Yeah, that's not good. Well, if we draw a land, we can start oozing and grow ooze pretty quickly. We just gotta draw a land. But using these artifacts, I built a Metalwork Colossus deck using these in Thopter Foundry and stuff. It was fun. It was jank. It was total jank, but it was fun. Oh, that wasn't a land. I realized I think I time walked myself, didn't I? Evolving Wilds. Um, Land would be nice. Not a land. We draw a land, we play Scavenging Ooze, and then we just eat some of our stuff. Make a 6/6 the following turn. This is some rough beats. This is right here. I felt like we had a good hand. I felt like we did have a good hand, but we played some jank. That's why, like, I gotta admit, like, I kind of like playing these individual queues because of the jank you come across. We're not a very land heavy deck, so this is gonna be rough. And they beast within our forest, or one lonely forest we had left. All kinds of random decks, and yeah, oh yeah, definitely. It's fun though. It's fun seeing these different varieties. I would never take this to a league. Like, even before playing it, testing it out, I would never take this to a league. They're gonna kill our poor little beast token we got now. We could probably go to game 2, right? Like, we're not far away from it, right? What all did they reveal here? Greater Gargadon. Interesting. Chandra. So they do have win cons in here. Violent Outburst. Sure. People Passage. Yeah, they got some weird cards. Sure. Wait, he sacks all of his lands too, right? Rhonas, we're not casting anytime. We're not casting Ghalta anytime soon, unfortunately. Bring in the Nature's Claims. Fortunately, I don't think. Maybe Sorcerous Spyglass. GG, happy Halloween. Yeah, happy Halloween. I thought I got rid of Ghalta. Or did I pick 2 cards to keep? Alright, let's just go to the next game. We're dead, right? There's no point of wasting our opponent's time here. Definitely bringing in Nature's Claim. But yeah, it's actually me and my wife's first year anniversary this Halloween. We got married last Halloween. We had a costume wedding. It was super fun. Unfortunately, I wouldn't say unfortunately. We would much rather have a small wedding, but we weren't able to invite like everybody we really wanted to because of COVID, but Sorcerous Spyglass seems good, right? It seems good. Great Henge could help us get out of stuff, I guess. We got to be able to cast it first. But probably not. Snakeskin Veil doesn't seem that important. Try it like that. Try it like this. See how it goes. I would like to go first. Nature's Claim into a bunch of Pelt Collectors, but we're going to take a bunch of damage from Peatland. We draw 1 land, though. We're probably pretty set. I'm going to keep it. I don't know if this is a good choice. Probably not. I always get punished for keeping 1 land hand, so let's just see what happens here with this. So we draw one land, I'll be pretty happy with our life here. Probably not a peatland. Probably just a regular forest, but I'd still be pretty happy. Oh, that was not one land. Just throw it down. One land next turn. Yeesh, dog. Dog comes running in here and knocks over all my Pez. Oh, I clicked through my attack step. Of all the chaos that ensued. Hi, buddy. Gregor Gargadon in the exile. That's not good. One land off the top. Come on, baby. One land. Hey. Like, we're good at this game. So they could Violent Outburst next turn. Is it better to Sorcerous Spyglass here? To maybe... a Spyglass. Let's see what's going on with our opponent here. Violent Outburst. There it is. So... Miss Vein Border. Vein Border Post. Potentially stop them for a turn. I guess they have Spire of Industry, though, don't they? Well, I guess we're dead. We're dead next turn anyway. The jankening is real. If I'm making bad plays, I don't mind constructive criticism. They just play Spire and then Violent Outbursts and they win. Wait, what? Is that not an activated ability? Alright. Let's just go to... let's play someone else. Alright, I smell an 05 coming in. I'm gonna keep this. This is a good hand. A very good hand. We're not on the play though. Oh, we are on the play. We've been on the play every single game. Swamp. Thoughtseize. Probably Nissa. I would imagine. That'd be the one to take. And a Barkhide Troll would be annoying. Okay, they took Barkhide. I mean, they could just have more discard spells. Oh, I said GG. He was saying got to go. Well, Cooper, if you're not here anymore, I apologize for not saying bye, but thank you for stopping by and thank you for the raid. And burial rites? Okay, this is some kind of reanimator deck. And griefs us. Let me guess, he has Ephemerate too. Nope, he don't. Weird. We draw all the lands. Okay. Pelt Collector. And Ooze. Make ourselves a 3/3. We have a lot of stuff we can start eating away. Scavenging Ooze probably dies this turn though. Sure. Because they are down to like what, 1 card? 2 cards? Fatal Push, the Ooze. Yep, or Bone Shards. Primeval Titan. This dude's deck is strange. The Ooze off the top would be great. Get in there, Pelt Collector. I mean, they could just bring out Primeval Titan. Cabal Coffers? Interesting. I mean, I guess they could have brought back Primeval Titan that turn. I meant to do that on Instep and forgot. Get in there for 8. Next turn, he can get Primeval Titan back. Unless he's forgetting about this having flashback. Nope. Here it comes. Unburial Rites, Primetime. What lands do Primetime get in this deck? Yorvo would be awesome here. Ghalta would be good. We get a land. Five, 8. Draw. 1 away. Sucks. 3, 8. Yeah. 1 away. Wah, wah. He attacks here. I'm just going to let him probably go through. Considering what all of our opponents done, we've been pretty resilient in a way. Persist brings back grief. Oh, by Ghalta. Wicked annoying. Draws a card. Turok. Sure. No value on Turok. Sure. I think I would have pumped him just to get the make him a 4/4, right? A 4/3. Here comes in prime time. Is he attacking me or Nissa? He's attacking Nissa, so Nissa's gonna go. They have all the mana in the world, and we are treading water now. Although we do have a guy with trample, and they have bad blocks. I think we just win. I think we just won. Oh yeah, we definitely won now. Cool. Well, that was a thing. Veil of Summer comes in. And relics come in. Let's go down the Great Henge, who have not been that great so far. Maybe this is not the build for the Great Henge. Ghalta that sticks seems really good. Same with Rhonas. Strangleroot Geist seems good in this matchup. Snakeskin Veil, Pelt Collector, Hardened Scales. Turn 1, Ooze. Go down the avatars. Avatar of the Resolute's been pretty underwhelming in this deck so far. Not saying it's not been bad, but it has felt underwhelming for sure. All the lands in Ghalta. I'm going to keep this hand on the assumption that we're just going to draw gas from here on out. Turn 1 Thoughtseize me. No. Veil of Summer is a good card to draw there. Because we can Veil of Summer them. Sure. I'm just going to go ahead and Veil of Summer here to draw a card. Oozy boy. I like playing Strangleroot Geist here and then having Ooze for a mana open to eat something. Essentially. Yeah, I don't want to play Ooze into just nothing, you know what I mean? Another Ransack the Lab. Interesting card. There's Archeon. Oh, this is going to be a good Scavenging Ooze. And he has the freaking grief. Oh, you suck. Oh, he slow rolled that grief so hard. He so slow rolled that. He knew. He knew what was up. Just draw it. Oh, that's tilting. It's like, because he just slow rolled it. Unfortunately, if he gets Archeon out, that's pretty much game. We had to ooze, but did not have... Alright, that's game. Right? We can't beat this. Right? Discard all the cards. I guess we could. No, probably not. Alright, let's just move on to game 3. Run it back the way it is. Hope that we do better. This deck's it's weird because like it feels like it has a lot of power. Maybe I'm not playing it very well, but it just feels like it's not enough power. It's weird. It feels like there's a lot of power. This is a quick hand, but it doesn't feel like there's enough power. We go Pelt Collector, keep up Snakeskin into Strangleroot, into maybe Nissa. This feels like this could have been a strong deck 2 or 3 years ago. Granted, it has some newer cards in it, but you know what I mean? It just feels like the power level of Modern is a little rougher right now. No land hand? Okay. Sure. I don't know what he takes here, honestly. Strangleroot. Sure. We have the forest for Nissa. We could get down Nissa next turn. We really need to draw like a relic or something. Relic Ooze. Scavenging Ooze would be good. That's obnoxious. This dude's got a bunch of obnoxious cards. Yeah, I smell an 0-5 coming in pretty hard. I don't think this deck's very good. It feels like it could be worked, you know what I mean? Why are these lands different than this land? Am I the one noticing that? I don't understand that. Why is the one the full art and the other one's not? Is it like a glitch with Moto, maybe? Let's try to stick a Nissa. Has it been doing that this whole time? Do I have like weird lands? Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. Why that's like that. Is there a way to check my lands? Huh. No, they should all be the full art. Weird. Alright, whatever. Another Snakeskin Veil is not the best. It's not awful, because, I mean, we get to blank Bone Shards, but not amazing either. It's doing it to him, too. Okay, so it's something bugging with Moto right now. Yep. They have no white mana. but it does not matter. Unmarked grave persist here. I wish I should have done that in response. I mean, we're just dead. We can't beat Archon. Let's just go to game 5. This deck, I don't think is very good, unfortunately. It feels like it should be, but it's not. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it after this game. Can we at least get, again, not a bad hand. I'm going to keep it. We've been on the play every single match. The Moto gods are feeling pity on us. Hardened Scales. Actually, probably a little bit too slow. Barkhide would be a 4/4 next turn, or Yorvo would be a 5/5. I'm just trying to think. I'm not playing the Great Henge anyway, so we can either just do that. Let's do that. We'll go Barkhide and Yorvo, and then maybe, or probably Yorvo, Barkhide, Avatar. Oh, if you do Barkhide as banned, sure. Barkhide will protect itself if they have something, right? So that's the argument for Barkhide here. Over Yorvo. Yeah, let's do that. Let's play the Barkhide over Yorvo. Barkhide protects itself. Yorvo does not. Although Yorvo gets much bigger, I think Barkhide's the better play here. They would have to waste 2, 3 spells to get rid of this one Barkhide. And then we can just Barkhide next turn too. I'd like to draw a land. I would like to get the Great Henge down to at least try this card out. This card feels really good, and it feels like if you play this card, you probably win the game. What it feels like, you know what I mean? What is this they're dropping? Kaya's Guile. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, you gain 4 life. Oh, really? I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, the 05 coming in hard here. Would like a land. Snakeskin Veil is not awful. Play another one. If they don't have another Kaya's Guile. Probably. Would like to draw another land. Would be great. They want to waste double. Sure. I would actually. Yes, please. They get rid of 2 removal spells. I mean, they can pump the Scavenging Ooze twice, which is whatever. Oh, abrupt decay my Hardened Scales. You're no fun. Oh, we're Yorvoing next turn. We have Snakeskin Veil to back it up. And we're actually getting close to the Great Henge on its own. Like I said, the Great Henge feels like it's like one of those cards that just wins the game if you can stick it. I'm going to go ahead and do this now. They get rid of Avatar. We get to stick Great Henge next turn, hopefully. Probably not. My god. Well, he'd have to get rid of Scavenging Ooze to kill Yorvo. Like, that's good, at least. You know what I mean? Yorvo's dead next turn, though. 5. Draw another 1-drop. Snakeskin Veil's not bad. It would blink. It blinks Grist really nicely, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Attempt to kill Grist. He's going to block it with the insect token, right? Wish Yorvo had trample. That would be nice, right? Blanking removal spells left and right is really nice. And creates lingering souls. Gross. Sure. Gonna eat a bunch of stuff. Literally any creature we draw is gonna be good for us. Like Strangleroot Geist. Let's cycle some lands. Nope. Yep. I was doing that right. It's just the way it tapped it confused me. Double Strangleroot. Seems good, seems good. There he is, the big old Dinosaur. Alright. I don't think we kill Grist though. Grist probably kills the I shouldn't have played Ghalta. Whoops. I'm just gonna send everything at Grist. Oh, stupid. Don't do that. You know, that's fine. Let's let Grist die, would you? I mean, I guess he's got 2 critters to deal with, right? I mean, if he wants to... Grist has to kill Ghalta, right? I guess he can draw... Grimflayer, there's a good draw, though, for him. Does not have Delirium. Really? That's crazy. Probably going to kill Ghalta, right? Through the trample. Yep. Sure. We got to cast him. We didn't get to attack with him this game, but we did get to cast the big dino. Sure, he gets to eat. My poor dino. Yeah, the Great Henge is awesome. Oh, and Rhonas. Oh, I wish I could play both Rhonas and Nissa this turn. Because Yorvo is dead this turn. Snakeskin Veil would be nice. And draw land. I guess we could kill Grist, right? We attack everything at Grist. Grist dies, and then we probably save Yorvo for a turn. I mean, yeah, Grist dies this way. So let's do this. If I was him, I'd probably just let Grist die. I guess he could eat something. Sure. Sure. Oh, interesting game, to say the least. One card in hand. We get to land Nissa next turn. Making it an 8/8. I have a Death Touch Indestructible. He's not going to attack with. I think he's just gaining all the life he can. Retop Village. You don't see that card very much anymore. Alright. Oh, there's another Nissa. Nissa work with this. Non-token creature. Boo. Alright. We got game 1 against them. Against this deck... I don't know if Veil Summer's worth it or not, to be honest. We don't really have a whole lot. Grist gets stopped with Sorcerous Spyglass, which is nice. Like, maybe just bring in the Veil of Summers. Change them out for the avatars, maybe. Try like that, I guess. I don't know. I do not know. It's not a bad hand. Turn 1, Hardened Scales into Pelt Collector or Barkhide Troll. I'm gonna keep it. That was a good draw. We have a turn 2 play regardless of what they do. That's annoying. I like playing Pelt Collector here, and then Barkhide next turn. Actually, like just playing double Pelt Collector. And then playing Barkhide. Keep Barkhide with some hexproofing. Maelstrom Pulse. Really? It's like the perfect card to deal with what we're doing. Boo. Boo you. Rhonas is interesting. Rhonas is very interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Let's throw down Rhonas. Tireless Tracker, sure. That's going to be bad for us. Gonna get all the clues in the world here. Peatland. Play Yorvo. Oh, I should have played the Great Henge there. Hindsight, right? 50-40. Yep. Well, I mean, depending on what dies, we can play Great Henge next turn. If Rhonas stays alive, we can play Great Henge. If Yorvo dies, we better hope we draw a land to play Great Henge. I mean, if Rhonas dies. They'd have to have Abrupt Decay for Rhonas. No, Abrupt Decay is destroyed. They'd have to have Prismatic Ending for Rhonas. And they've already tapped down too much land, sure. It's annoying Yorvo's dead, but we can Great Henge Barkhide Troll next turn, which feels really good. And Barkhide for 4, right? Yeah, I was right. Sweet. Your stream setup's killer. Hey, thanks, Thorn of Wrath. I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I like my overlay. It's just a nice, clean overlay. Nothing crazy. How you been? Making a giant tireless tracker. Oh, yeah, thanks. They're, no. Forsaken me. Yeah, they're just cheap little LED, like DJ lights I bought off of Amazon. I like to use them because, like, I use them for, like, the light in this room, like, even when I'm not streaming, because, like, they're not super bright. They kind of, you know, being the different colors kind of helps, like, with the vibe of the room. I like them. They're just sitting on the floor pointing up. Yeah. Nissa was a very good draw. The Great Henge is absurdly good. That's what this deck needs to be built around. In all honesty, it needs to be built around the Great Henge. They're dead here, though. Well, we got there. We didn't go 0-5 with the deck, so I'm happy. All right. We went 1-5 with the deck. It's a fun deck. I like this. I like this this mono green deck. I don't think it's great. I want that to be said. I don't think this is a great deck, but I think it's fun. The Hardened Scales package, I don't think is the route to go. I think you could probably get rid of Hardened Scales, Experiment 1. Pelt Collector, you could probably keep, maybe. Snakeskin Veil was definitely really good. Avatar the Resolute was actually not that good. I found myself wanting to sideboard that out at the end. Strangleroot Geist was not bad. The Great Henge. Both those games we stuck the Great Henge, we won. And they felt like once we got the Great Henge down, the deck just works so well. I think the deck needs to be centered around the Great Henge. Ghalta was fun when we got him, but he was not like absurdly good. So yeah, I don't know what to change about this deck, but I definitely think the Great Henge is the way to go. I think I want to build something around the Great Henge. This card was so cool. It was so good, like every time too. It was just constantly good. Yorvo was really good. This was a really good standout. Nissa was not bad. She was like in between. Rhonas was good when he came out. Strangleroot Geist was good, but I don't know how good he was in this deck. He's just a good card in general. Barkhide Troll was really good. So yeah, the real standouts was Yorvo, the Great Henge, and Barkhide Troll, in my opinion. Nurturing Peatland was nice, just to cycle some stuff. But I don't know if the Hardened Scale package is that good in this. I kind of wonder if maybe, you know, do something a little bit more built around ramping maybe into the Great Henge. I think is probably your better option to go. And I enjoyed this deck enough that I kind of want to tinker with it. If I'm going to be 100% honest with you, I kind of want to play around with it and maybe maybe check out some stuff. Like, you know, kind of build up the deck a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I am curious enough to play around with the deck. That's for sure, because it's cool. It's a cool deck. Could add an aspect of Hydra. So aspect of Hydra. Oh, you know, I've actually seen that floating around in other lists. So yeah, you're absolutely right. I could totally add that to the deck. That would probably help out too. Drop the Hardened Scales for it, because I mean, we are kind of devotion heavy as it is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna play around with this. I'm gonna try to keep it in the budgety range. That's why the sideboard doesn't have like endurance and stuff like that, because those would definitely be awesome sideboard options. Endurance, Force of Vigor, but I wanted to keep it more the budget route. But yeah, Rhonas was good. Yorvo was good. I'm just gonna look into some other green cards. I definitely think maybe some Mana Ramp would probably be pretty good here. Like Elvish Mystic or Llanowar Elves, because it would count toward Ghalta. But yeah, I think the Henge was it just felt like once you stuck the Henge, like that was you know what I mean, that was it. You stuck the Henge, you were good. You know what I mean? It just felt really, really strong. I am looking for someone to raid, and I don't know if I found someone. It looks like they're Japanese playing Legacy. There's not a lot of people doing anything that isn't arena. A lot of it's arena. So that's like kind of annoying, I guess. But I'm gonna send you to UMEC, the Japanese the Japanese Legacy player, it looks like. They are playing with English cards. Yeah, I'm going to tinker with this. Next Friday, we'll play some more Mono Green Stompy and have a different list to try out. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fun. I do think this is a fun deck, even if it's not that good. But thanks for hanging out. Thanks again, Cooper the Red, for the raid. I always appreciate the raids. I know you're not here right now, but I do appreciate it. Thorn of Wrath, thank you for stopping in. It's good to hear from you. I've haven't seen you on stream here recently, but I am following you. But yeah, I hope you all have a good weekend, a good rest of your day. Monday, like I said, I'll be playing Untitled Goose Game. Tuesday, some Pauper. Wednesday, Thursday, I'm leaning toward Doki Doki Literature Club. And then Friday will be more Mono Green. So I hope you guys all have a good one. I'll get the raid set up. Thanks for hanging out. If you're not following the channel on Twitch, the follow button is a free little button to press. It helps out the channel quite a bit. And I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Peace.